is there any...
Event number 95, Women's Collegiate D2, 3, Club 8 Grand Final. Lane 1, University of Central Oklahoma. Lane 2, UC Santa Barbara. Lane 3, Humboldt State University. Lane 4, UC San Diego. Lane 5, Orange Coast College. Lane 6, UC Irvine. Your early race leader in lane 3, Humboldt State University. They've opened up a 2-seat advantage over UC San Diego as we approach the 250-meter mark. Third position goes to UC Santa Barbara. Then a tight battle between Orange Coast College in lane 5 and Central Oklahoma in lane 1. UC Irvine is in that 6th position, rowing in lane 6. But it's Humboldt State, lane 3 now, with almost a 1 boat length advantage over the competitors in lane 4, UC San Diego, and UC Santa Barbara battling for that 2nd spot. 4th position, Central Oklahoma in lane 1, and now Orange Coast College falls off the pace a little bit, but they lead UC Irvine. So here we are, 500 meters gone. Humboldt State, your race leader in lane 3, followed by UC Santa Barbara in 2. The 3rd position goes to Central Oklahoma, followed by UC San Diego, Orange Coast College, and UC Irvine. That's the call as we pass by the 500-meter mark.
This is the Women's Collegiate Division 2, Division 3 and Club Grand Final for 8s. The Division 2 means that they're NCAA Division 2, a athletic department supported program. Similarly with Division 3 and Club, the club designation means that they are not supported by an athletic department. This is the catch-all division for everybody that's not Division 1 in the NCAA categorization. What's super critical in this race is that in lane 1, University of Central Oklahoma, lane 3, Humboldt State, and lane 4, University of California, San Diego, they're all Division 2 schools, and this is very important competition between them in terms of selection for the NCAA championships at the end of the season. Humboldt State are the reigning national champions in Division 2.
Beautiful redwood campus up there at Humboldt State University, and they generally are going to be rowing in rather chilly and maybe even windy conditions up there, so they should be well suited for a west wind that has picked up here at the San Diego Crew Classic. We were blessed earlier in the day with pretty calm situations, but it has picked up wind-wise across and under the Ingram Street Bridge, so our crews will be struggling just a bit as they get to that location.
And it appears to be fairly even Steven across the course between Central Oklahoma, UC Santa Barbara, Humboldt State, and to a certain extent the University of California, San Diego. It looks as though Orange Coast and UC Irvine may have fallen off the pace just a little bit. That would be to be expected from the heat times. The form crew coming into this race from the heats was the University of Central Oklahoma with a time of 7 minutes in their heat. Then there was not much at all between UC Santa Barbara and Humboldt State, with the University of California, San Diego a little further back on heat times from yesterday. And that seems to be what's happening out there today. It looks like, coming down to the 7:50 to go mark, that in lane 1, the University of Central Oklahoma.
The only crew that seems a little bit backing out of it would be UC Irvine there on the far outside lane in lane number 6. And Central Oklahoma and the University of California, Santa Barbara going stroke for stroke, and moving up on things is Humboldt State University there on the outside. So it looks like Oklahoma, then Humboldt State, and then Santa Barbara going a little bit farther outside, the University of California, San Diego A boat, and then Orange Coast College, and trailing is Irvine.
I know that the Humboldt State squad graduated a lot of seniors after their Crew Classic and NCAA championship winning years, so Humboldt State are in a certain amount of rebuilding mode this year. And Central Oklahoma here will give the crews on the West Coast a reference marker because they've recently got back from a trip racing the Florida Division II schools.
Central Oklahoma in lane number 1 continues on the lead as they have almost throughout. Santa Barbara still trying to contend with Humboldt State on their outside shoulder. They are almost bow marker to bow marker. Then we're going to traverse outside to the University of California, San Diego, Orange Coast College, and Irvine.
As we come down into the final 250-meter mark, Central Oklahoma still in charge of this race. The weather conditions are, starting to get a little choppy. Affects the blade work. Everyone has to stay super focused to keep the blade work clean in the choppier conditions.
Central Oklahoma still cruising along at about 32, but it looks like Santa Barbara has picked it up. Santa Barbara has then moved ahead of Humboldt State. Outside of the University of California, San Diego, Orange Coast College, and trailing is Irvine. This is Central Oklahoma. They have about a 6-seat lead as they come across in front of our announced position. Santa Barbara is in second. They also have a 6-seat lead over Humboldt State. We'll see who has something left in the gas tank to be able to change positions here. Right now, the leading 3 have opened up water to the University of California, San Diego. Orange Coast College at Irvine is trailing. Central Oklahoma on the shoreline with their black oars flashing and their white shell. Look like they're going to pick up the victory here in this one. Followed by the University of California, Santa Barbara, and our early leader, Humboldt State University. Still on the water, and yet finishing apparently in this order will be UC San Diego, Orange Coast College, and the University of California at Irvine. So once again, in event number 95, the Women's Collegiate Division II, Division III Club Final, it is the Central University, check that, the University of Central Oklahoma winning this one, and it is the San Diego Zoo and Safari Park Cup that they will be taking home.